Inside the White Lines, what's happening, people? We're back with episode number 3. Here to talk about the flops of the season, the donkeys, the underachievers. So, without dragging the intro out, let's get straight into it and get this debate popping. Who wants to start?
Listen, I want to start before. Hold on, I wanted to get to. Before you lot all gang up and say Pepe, I think he needs a bit of defending first. Right, it's his first season. Yeah, he's come from a new league. He's got to learn a new language. And the thing is, okay, he hasn't been great. I'm not going to lie. He hasn't been great. But he hasn't been a complete flop. He's had flashes where he's looked good. That's what I'm going to say.
That accidental cross to the back post for Aubameyang.
Listen, he's got like 6... What is his stats for the season? I don't know. 6 goals, 6 assists, something like that.
His stats were £72 million.
5 goals, 6 assists in the league.
All right, 5 goals, 6 assists.
It's not even his workload, though.
Yeah, go on.
I was going to say, it's not even his workload or like his stats. It just looks like it's his attitude. He don't look like he runs enough. It's going to sound hypocritical come from me. But he don't look like he have a footballing brain. Like, I see him like, can
Got the legs.
But like, it just doesn't look like he has it.
He does things like this. He'll do one bit of brilliance where you'll see him. He can skip past the player really nice.
Oh,
yeah.
But then what he does after that, he either does too much, like tries to overplay, or he plays a terrible pass. It's one or the other with him. He needs to learn to just beat a man, play the easy ball, or beat a man and just whip the cross. Like, don't over elaborate on it.
Yeah, there's the indecision, I think, is where he's lacking.
Yeah, I think that's what Arteta needs to train him.
Yeah, I don't think he's used to the fast pace of the Premier League. But the problem is for me, is if you spend £72 million to play, you shouldn't have to integrate them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? For that price tag, you should be getting. It's not like you're not going to spend all that money on an IKEA flat pack. You're going to spend all that money, and some geezer's going to come and build it for you.
Remember, they bought him on finance, though, isn't it? Like, they're paying him off for the next 20 years. Like £2.50 a week.
£2.50 a season.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll do that. That's no problem because we can sell him. And we wouldn't have paid the whole lot of him, so that's fine. But no, he just needs... I think Arteta just needs to train him a bit. And he's a bit... All right, and I know you lot are going to say, don't be stupid, yeah? But he's a bit, in terms of his attitude and what he does, he's a bit like when Ronaldo first come to the Premier League. And he did too much on the ball. He was too... I know he's not as good as Ronaldo. I'm not trying to compare him to Ronaldo. What I'm saying, he did a bit too much. He would like try and be too flary, try and beat too many players, and then end up getting tackled. And he like had that sort of attitude.
I hear that.
But and then they had to knock it out of him and say, like, it took him a season or two to knock it out of him and say, don't be... Alex Ferguson got in his ear and said, listen, we don't play like that. This is what we do. I'm not trying to compare Pepe to the Ronaldo. Of course, he can't even touch him. But
you are comparing Arteta to Alex Ferguson. But...
Yeah, I was just about to say that. You can't compare Arteta to Ferguson either.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. But the manager needs to get in his ear and just be like, listen, here we don't do things like that. We do it a bit different. You beat a man, fine, but then you carry on playing afterwards. You don't think you're a superstar.
Reminds me a bit of
I just think he's got that superstar mentality. Even when I see him get subbed off, he looks like he's pissed. Like, I get being annoyed when you're subbed off, but if you're having a shit game, he just looks like he's about to beef with everyone when he's subbed off. When he's on the bench, he's got a scowl face.
How old is he?
You're a Chelsea fan. What about Kepa though? He don't even come off when he's being subbed.
No, he just refuses.
Man's like, I ain't coming off.
Like, do you want to know who's number 2 on my list? I ain't criticising myself. Number 2 is Kepa.
100%. No, Pepe
overinflated, but
we'll get to Kepa quickly. But let me just say that Pepe, I have cussed him out, but I do hear what you're saying. He's not the biggest flop. He's the biggest flop because he has the biggest price tag. But there's definitely worse players in the league this season than Pepe.
I think
it's easy to cuss out Arsenal fans as well, isn't it? Because it's like Arsenal big up every player they sign. Like, he's going to be the one. He's going to be the golden child who fixes everything, and he's going to be the one who takes them back. And it's just like when he flops, it's like, hey.
In it, it's like Mustafi. He's a World Cup winner.
The thing is, I don't rate Mustafi, but that is actually true. It's factually true. He is a World Cup winner.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He's on my list as well. He's dog.
David Luiz has won every trophy domestically. You got to still slag him off.
Yeah, that's because he plays one good game out of 38.
He plays like one good game and then 5 bad games.
Exactly.
Mustafi though, he is trash, bro. Listen, who remembers when Mustafi was man marking the referee? Did anyone see that?
I mean, you could put the whole Arsenal back line in the flops of the season. To be fair,
No, I'm not having that. Kieran Tierney looks like a player.
I wouldn't have Tierney in there, but I have all
maybe
the other
not
three.
flops of the season, but he had good last 6 games. Let's be fair.
He's been injured for the rest of them.
Yeah, he came on, dislocated his shoulder, came on, injured himself again.
He got injured against West Ham, didn't he?
Yeah. He done himself twice. Like he come on for a couple games, looked like he was getting into the groove.
Don't like it up in me.
Done himself, come back for like a game or two, done himself again, and he's only just had the run since the restarts come back.
Yeah, maybe not
He's
flops,
looked good, and he's looked good now that he's gone 5 in the back.
The thing about him is he's quite versatile. He can play left centre back, he can play left back. I think he's going to come good.
He looks the best out of your back line anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, by a country mile, but that's not saying much, so.
Should we get back to Kepa? Because Kepa is trash as well.
Let's move on for Kepa.
Kepa hands Kepa.
How is Kepa the most expensive goalkeeper in football history?
Well,
Is he more expensive than Alisson?
you can blame Courtois for that, innit?
How much was Alisson? I think he is. I think Kepa.
No, Kepa's the most expensive. Kepa's the most expensive goalkeeper.
71 million.
Oh.
74.
You'd have Flappy Hansky over him, mate.
Listen, most expensive goalkeeper with the worst save percentage. He is trash, bro.
He's
Basically,
terrible.
innit? Like Courtois left in it, and he's a panic buy because he just signed a new contract at Bilbao, and they were like, "Yeah, well, you can have him for like, it's 71, 74."
You're linked with.
We're linked to Ter Stegen, Oblak.
Oblak, yeah.
Oh, Oblak would be a great signing.
Yeah, but he's like 120 million
Oblak.
release clause.
We ain't getting Oblak.
You was telling me the other day you was getting Oblak. What's happened?
I'm not as drunk as I was that day. I'll take Pope. I don't know. I hate judging.
Anyone.
I'll take anyone. Let's be like, maybe not Caballero. I feel like we just got bad and badder, and like FA Cup final, Willie's got to start. But after that,
I don't think Kepa will play again for Chelsea now.
Neither do I. I think when he got dropped for that last game of the season, the key game, that's not a cup game. That was his thing. Like, nah, it's gonna be, you're done now.
He's done.
What, you think that's Frank drawing the line in the sand and saying, yeah, it's over for you, mate?
I think that was Frank just going like, because that was a key game for us. That was a final.
The thing is, no one's going to buy him though, man. You're going to have to send him out on loan.
No, people will buy him. People will buy him.
I don't know.
Not for 74 million.
You said you'll listen to offers of 50, I think.
Is it
50? I reckon we'll get like between.
He's on like over 150 bags a week.
I reckon your best bet is to send
traded.
him out on loan, back to Spain or something, and let him try and like what they've done with Sanchez, basically. All right, it's going to come down to him taking a massive wage. Let him go somewhere else and prove himself in a slower league or something, and then hopefully someone will create interest.
You should sign Romero.
We should, I'll take Romero. But like, don't get me wrong, like, Kepa's bad, but don't let paper off the fact that our central defence is also trash. Like, it's not just Kepa. Like, some of the goals he lets in, you're like, what's he meant to do?
There. He's pounding. And your favourite, Christensen.
Well, I've got
I'd start Rudiger above Christensen, and that hurts me to say, innit? Like,
Christensen's a big girl players.
Yeah, he looks like a poor man's John Stones.
Yeah.
He's trash as well. He's rubbish. He might be down to you, innit? He's linked with West Ham.
Who?
No, I saw he's linked with Arsenal.
John Stones.
I saw Stones to Arsenal.
Stones to Arsenal fits, innit? Him and Louise, that's just perfection.
But a fit Stones, like pre-injury, is a good player. Could have been one of the best, I think. But he just bad injuries.
I've got another centre back on my list. I've got Otamendi, bro. He's trash as well. I don't think he's all that.
No, he's not.
Has he ever been good?
No, he's just a bit of a bull in a china shot. He just
gets a few goals.
Yeah,
that's what you want from your centre back.
I don't rate him that much.
I know they had a good season, but I was looking at some stats as Connor Cody, and I know Tom mentioned him for player of the season, team of the season.
No, I said he was on my subs bench.
He won only 0.9 aerial duels per game for a centre back. He didn't register a single shot on goal all season. For a centre back, that's.
He looked good though. He looked good when they was playing that.
Right is that Say Somebody round him though?
No, I think it was him.
I think he's alright as well.
I think he's all right. Yeah.
I don't know how he can be a centre back.
I'm not going to pretend I've watched a lot of
Wolves.
Wolves. I've seen a bit of Wolves this season, but I've heard
I think that
Wolves
Johnny
fans
at
call
left
in,
back's
innit?
better for him.
Yeah, Johnny's good.
Johnny's quality.
Right. Who else have we got? I've got Ndombele for Spurs. Trash.
Wow.
If we're doing defence
easy.
still, I've got Mendy. Every time I watch Mendy play, I just thought he was trash. Like
Joe-
for the price he costs. I know
I'm not
Joe
having
gets
it,
offended
man.
by this, but
Joe
every
fancies
time I look at
Mendy,
Mendy, I was like, no, you're not good enough.
I said Joe fancies Mendy, man.
Yeah.
He always tried to
Bro,
defend-
I'm telling you, you know what it was, right? I might be a little bit biased because I've watched the Man City documentary recently, so I see what he went through with his injury, and I watched him a lot when he was in that team at Monaco with like Mbappe and players like that. Bro, he's a baller.
But don't take that Monaco team for anything.
I'm not saying that he's been good this season. I agree with you that he's not been good this season, but he can definitely play football. At the end of the day, Pep Guardiola don't sign someone for that amount of money in a problem position if he ain't a baller. But
I saw Bakayoko
You
do
say
shit
that, you say
for
that,
Monaco,
you
come to Chelsea, and he's probably the worst player I've ever seen in a
that's
Chelsea
what
shirt.
Mourinho. We see what Mourinho does to players.
That was a
like
Conte signing, mate. That wasn't even
Oh, was
Mourinho.
it?
That
Oh,
was
even
Bakayoko
worse.
came to.
Pep signed
Yeah, yeah.
Cancelo, and he's trash. I don't think he's all that.
See, I like him as well.
How are you going to slag
I
off
ain't gonna
Conte?
win this.
Conte's a world-class manager. I ain't having that.
No, Cancelo, he said.
No, you said Conte afterward, before that, mate.
Who, me?
Nah, Joe.
Mate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said no. He said Joe said Pep doesn't spend big money on rubbish players. I think Cancelo is not all that for 60 million.
Pep
I don't
definitely
rate it.
wasted money. Pep spent like $500 million on their defence. It's
£250
ridiculous.
million on defenders.
Yeah, £250 million.
since he's been there. Yeah, that's mad.
And they've yeah.
I think
They might need inherited company as well.
I think Mendy can play football, definitely. I think he's strong. I think he's good with the ball at his feet. I think he can add something both ends of the pitch. But I will agree that he's not done it this season, definitely. Definitely. And I think, Cancelo is a lot of money. That's the thing with the Prem these days. I think, these players come over from foreign leagues with these massive price tags, like your Pepe's, your Mendy's, your Cancelos, they need to hit the ground running, and they're not.
The golden rule is normally you give them the first season, innit? You got to let them. I'm
Unless it's
begrudging.
Pepe.
I'll put Pepe first, innit?
I don't.
You'll soon find out. I'm
I
a straight up Arsenal hater, innit? I'll be honest. I wear my chain with the pride.
Should be interesting tomorrow then.
You mean when we win 3-1?
All right. Well, we'll see about that.
We'll get to the predictions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ndombele. I think he's trash.
Wow, trash.
Yeah, trash.
And he's having the
Ndombele,
Mourinho,
yeah.
mate, he's having the Mourinho fallout as well, so it's only going to go downhill from here.
Yeah, he's done. His life's going to be so hard.
Doesn't mean that players can't come out of that though, because I think after
Joe Cole came out of it.
Yeah, just about. And I think Luke Shaw's not done bad since he got completely blacklisted by Mourinho. And I mean, look at the other people we didn't fancy. I see. Did you see the press conference before you got rid of De Bruyne, where he was like, he's not good enough, he doesn't train good enough, so I'm the boss. That's why I don't pick him. Like, embarrassing, mate. He's the best player in the world, possibly.
That was a good decision, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Every
That's what I mean. I can't say.
Ndombele.
But we've got Oscar in it. We've got Oscar. He's great.
Ndombele just looks like
Mazakar.
Ndombele just looks like he don't want to do nothing though. Like on the ball, he's decent. You can't take the ball off him, but he just looks like he don't want to run. He don't want to.
He looks like the football equivalent of that geezer that got dragged in for the BBC interview. In a day, and he was like pretending he knew what he was talking about.
Yeah.
I think they've just picked up his brother or something. Never kicked ball in his life, and just stuck him in a Spurs shirt.
Oh, who was that guy for Southampton years ago? The one who said he was Weah's cousin.
The one they convinced him to sign, George Weah's cousin.
Souness, yeah.
That is classic.
See, my Spurs player that's a flop has been Aurier.
Yeah,
Every time I watch Spurs,
Yeah.
I'm just like, how do you guys have to deal with that?
Yeah, he's terrible.
He's terrible.
He's terrible.
he's
He's
trash.
prone to a massive rash challenge as well.
It's just
Yeah.
I think he's got quite a few cards this season, hasn't he?
everything about him is just un-Mourinho in defence.
He's a liability waiting to happen.
He's a little bit of a right back version of Mendy, but with a little bit less ability. I think he's like supposed to be this like powerful right back, and it just doesn't work for him. He's just like you said, ball and trying shot.
Yeah. He gets beat very easily.
Another
last-
midfielder I've
Yeah,
got
go
down. Biggest flop, bro. The Nigerian Messi, Iwobi.
Oh, man, I forgot about Iwobi.
I'm not going to lie,
30
that
what,
was a
35 mil?
massive 40, I think.
35,
40?
35,
Yeah,
35, yeah.
Oh, was it?
35
Yeah,
mil, I think.
he's
34
pan-
I
mil.
thought it was 40 something.
No, I think it was 34.
Either way, we pulled Everton's pants down with that one.
Yeah, but the
That's
thing
a
is,
man
though,
trained off his uncle's name.
I was looking earlier, and the thing is, he was like joint top for assists at Arsenal with Mesut Ozil the season before you sold him, and then he went to flipping Everton, and look what
Everton
happened.
have so many players like him. That's what didn't make sense.
It's like just like I keep talking about Everton. They're
Even-
just a dead team.
Even Moise Keane has contributed more than Alex Iwobi this season for Everton.
Yeah.
Talking of
he's been
Moise Keane.
trash.
Yeah, and
Talking of Moise
trash.
Keane, he should get on this flop list.
Nah,
Yeah,
mate, he's got the
definitely.
memes in it. When he does a little Scouse accent, I'll let him off, innit?
He's
This is turned into a who does Mark like and dislike.
Yeah, who does Mike follow on Twitter?
Yeah.
How the fuck did you guys know that?
no, Alex Iwobi's like contributed to 1 goal in 25 appearances.
Poor.
I just
The
think he
last
thinks
25
he's better than. I think he thinks he's better than he is.
He's always
he's
been
trash.
trash. He was trash at
Yeah.
Arsenal.
Well, you say that though, but he was joint for top assists at Arsenal
Yeah,
2018.
but Arsenal's an attacking team with some very good forwards. Like, whenever someone pulls out an Arsenal player, like, Tom's going to do a PEPE, like, oh, he got 12 assists or something. It's like, yeah, you're passing to Aubameyang and he's going to do a madness.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of capable individuals up top for Arsenal.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Oh yeah, of course
Assist-
we're top heavy.
Yeah.
We're very top heavy.
Yeah.
If we was a young lady, we'd be all bust and no buttons.
Well, you're linked with
Young lady.
Coutinho as well, innit? You've seen that Arsenal are
Again,
linked
we're just adding. We're going from a
I
D to
know.
an E. Why do we
I
need
know.
it?
Yeah, man.
Defenders.
Sort your back line out.
We
man.
need
I
some
know.
bottom.
I know. But I've seen that they're linked. They're leading the race for Coutinho on a loan, I think. Apparently.
Yeah.
If you're going to do a random thing,
that's
Jimenez, to me, it threw me off to start with, to United, but it makes sense
No,
if Igalo's
listen. When
going.
Igalo goes,
Yeah,
Jimenez will
it
be
makes
your-
sense.
Yeah.
Hasn't
I'll
Igalo
take-
signed an extension though?
Only to the end of this
next
It's
season.
only till the end of the
Nah.
season because he was meant to
Oh,
go
okay.
when the season
Okay.
ended, but where it got the
The little
Dragged
2-month
out.
extension everyone did.
yeah.
While we're on Man U, Daniel James has to be on there, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
mate,
he-
number 3 on my list, Daniel James. He started
know.
off good, but...
Mate, all he's got is a little bit of pace, and that's about all he has.
He's
Do you know
got a
what I mean?
lot of pace and nothing else.
Yeah, he scored a couple of good goals, but
He got off that back of that absolute worldie he scored in the Championship where he ran at like 300 miles an hour down the pitch.
Yeah.
I see his goal he
Mate.
scored. He's like higher right real goal.
I think
The
he
last
scored like 3 goals for United. He has scored in the league. He has scored a couple of
He
good
started strong.
goals. Yeah, but he's just I don't like seeing him now.
He's not been given a real run in the team though, has he?
Nah,
He
he did at the
can't get
start.
into the team though. Who's
Because he's not
And
good
I
enough.
don't think he's good enough backup either. No,
Nah, he's rubbish. He's rubbish.
Nah, he's a decent squad player. I get the idea of him, that he has a good attitude in it.
He's
He
young
comes
as
on
well.
as a sub.
So what? Who cares?
But that's what you want from a squad player sometimes.
He's
Yeah,
young
if
as
he's
well.
happy
He's
to
only
be a
about-
squad
Come on for like 15 minutes and just track your runner. That's
Do
all
a
you
bit,
got to do. Yeah.
He's only 21 or something as well. He's quite young, but yeah, he's definitely not all that really.
Harry Maguire?
I don't think he can't.
Oh,
He's
he
again,
wasn't
his
that
price
bad.
tag.
Nah,
his price
he had a
tag.
good start. He held you up for the start, to be fair. So I'll allow him.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
probably his price tag was high, and he did like his form definitely dipped. But I don't know if I put him in as a flop. I don't know. I wouldn't argue if someone did, but I wouldn't put him in as a flop.
I didn't put him
If
in.
you did sign Jimenez, would he be a starter for you? Yeah.
I don't know.
Would you
It's hard.
drop
'cause
Marshall?
I don't know. I think they're different. That's the thing. You could play Martial wide. You could play Greenwood wide. You could play
But
Rashford wide.
then what? Rashford dropped. That's what I'm saying. I'm just asking as a Man U fan. What if you were to sign him? Where would you put him in?
Well, Jimenez would have to go number 9, and then I reckon it would probably have to be
Marshall Rashford.
Greenwood. Yeah, would have to take a back seat for a little while. But I don't think it'd be a matter of dropping them. I think they'd all get game time, like I said before. But I reckon it'll be Greenwood that would have to, and it'll be Martial,
He'd
Rashford,
be on the bench, and
and Jimenez. But then if they get Sancho as well, again,
It's weird
it's
though,
like-
isn't it? Because
it's all depth though, man. I think they
Martial
need
just
it.
gone number 9 and he's proven he's a number 9, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, but a lot of his
I'm a
goals,
Martial fanboy.
a lot of his goals,
A lot of his goals come from the wing.
Left.
Yeah,
They do come from the
passing
left.
off the left. A lot of his
And I
goals.
think you'd be better off playing Rashford down the middle. I don't like Rashford on the left for me. But
I don't know. I think Martial's the
I feel
man.
like Rashford didn't do a lot. Didn't do a lot.
I prefer.
I feel like
I'd drop
Martial's
Rashford before I drop Martial. I
feel
put
like
Jimenez,
Martial's the
Martial,
man.
Greenwood.
I feel like
Disagree.
Martial's the man you've got to take the number 9 spot from at the moment. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's like
Agreed.
a proxy number 9 at the minute. Anyway,
Hmm.
I feel like he's.
But Maguire flop. I wouldn't class him as a flop because he.
No, maybe
I don't
not.
know.
Nah, it's a bit harsh, I think.
Big price tag. Still got a lot to prove, but form definitely did drop. But I wouldn't put him in the flop category.
No, he's not the bottom of the bin. No, fair enough.
No.
I've got a few at West Ham. I'm not going to lie. I can read them.
Sebastian.
Haller,
Yeah,
but
Sebastian
again,
Haller.
I said before, I think he's played in the wrong system.
Yeah,
He's
he
signed
can't
as
play on his
a
own, can he?
prolific
He can't.
hold-up in a 2, and he's played on his own up front. So I think that's up technically our
Mate, the
fault.
thing is,
and he
when
did
you
score some
bought
good
him-
goals.
Listen, when you bought him, he was involved in more goals than Werner in the Bundesliga. You know that?
Yeah,
He was involved in more goals than.
but it was
Timo
him and
Werner.
Jovic. It was him and
Him and
Jovic
Jovic.
up front. Jovic went to Real Madrid, flopped. He's come to here, flopped. But it's because we split them up. You're trying to get Jovic to do Benzema's job, and he's trying to get Haller to do the non-existent striker we've had for the last 10 years. but what made them so good is they played off each other.
Yeah.
Haller is a hold-up player, good in the air, and he just didn't do it. He can't do it all on his own. He's not going to pay.
Would he not work with Antonio?
Yes, the one game we played, the two of them up front all season won 4-0. All right, mind you, it was against Bournemouth, but we still won 4-0. We played good football. But him, Felipe Anderson, absolutely
he's trash. He's trash.
I
could not
It's
watch
a
him.
Diop for me. Issa Diop was, we signed him Toulouse captain, France under-21 captain. Did decent last season. And then there was talk of him going 50 mil to United and these places. Mate, I'd take 15 for him at a minute. He was a liability. Ogbonna looked like the young up-and-coming centre-back compared to him. Like, Ogbonna played out of his skin and he's like, 34?
I'll tell you who's a flop, a West Ham flop this season. I've just had to have a quick look. Lanzini.
Oh, dead.
He's been injured, isn't he?
He's been injured for 3 seasons.
He's had 24 appearances this season, and he's
He had
nothing.
He had a bad injury, and again another one that was linked with a big move to Liverpool, I think it was at the time. And he's come back and he's lost his mojo, mate. He's a little bottle job.
I just was sitting there thinking, what's he done this season? And I just had a look,
Nothing,
and
nothing.
he's done absolutely
mate,
nothing
I'll
this
drive,
season.
if someone wants him, I'll drive him to the airport, mate. He's got to go. Him, and I'll pay for the plane ticket. And him, Anderson. I'll probably give Diop another season. Ryan Fredericks looks pants. He looks like Daniel James at right back, just bare pace and nothing else about him. Just so much dead wood there. Ajeti, who I said we signed before, he looks like he's off to Celtic. We've just got so many pants players. It's so much wasted money.
I think for me, anyway, the biggest flop of the season, I know you lot might say Pepe, but for me, I think the biggest flop of the season is Joe Linton.
He's definitely up there, yeah.
I don't
I
like
think
Joe
Linton
Linton.
is above-
Joe
above
Linton and
Pepe.
Almiron. That Almiron, it looks like a science experiment. Do you know what?
Whenever I saw, I know the one. But every time I saw Elmon, he was trying at least, didn't he?
Yeah, I think Joe Linton he doesn't do anything well. He's your number 9. He doesn't score any goals. He doesn't
He
hold
can
the
actually
ball up
make a
well.
forward run with the ball, though.
But he's like,
he just no final.
He should do, shouldn't he?
Yeah,
He's
no
playing football in
final
the Prem.
product.
And he was what?
Mate.
40 million quid?
40 mil.
Their
man,
record
man,
signing,
man.
yeah.
But it's
6 million for
Newcastle,
them
isn't
two,
it?
though.
Like, you're struggling. You're playing.
But look at
up
St.
front.
Maximin, bruv.
Yeah,
All
it's
that.
a different role, though, in Newcastle.
What do you think of him? What do you think of
Attacking
him?
player.
Who's St.
St.
Maximin?
Maximin.
Yeah.
Baller,
Baller.
mate. I love him.
That's what I was just going to say. And he
Quality,
plays next to
quality
him.
player.
He's one of the
Yeah,
players
St.
you watched
Maximin.
it, but St. Maximin plays on right wing. Like, he gets the ball every time. Newcastle just pass St. Maximin. He'll do something.
Yeah, that's what he's
Yeah.
like. He's like
He's a
JJ, a Kocha, Faustino Asprilla sort of player for them.
Yeah.
I think.
Do you not think he's a bit
player.
he's a bit road runner? He's just a bit like head down.
No,
St.
man,
Maximin
keeps going.
his feet are quality, mate.
It'd be
I
interesting.
don't know what his stats are saying this season. Has anyone
I used to
know?
say that about Traore, so
He's
I
only
can't
got,
really
like,
jump up on that one because I
5
got proved wrong
assists, I
already.
think, on 4 goals or something. I think 4 goals, 5 assists, maybe.
So,
I'll tell you who's on my flop list.
go on.
Danny Tobias for wearing a gum shield, bro, when he played football.
Yeah, that's sackable
That
offence.
is rascal. That is so suspect.
3 goals.
He's actually had
6 appearances.
a decent season, I think.
No,
What's
he's
his
had a
stats?
decent lockdown season. He's not had a decent season.
What's Maximin's stats?
3 and 26 in the Prem.
How many assists? 5, 4?
It does. I'm obviously on the wrong page. One sec.
It
I
don't
think
matter.
he's
When
got
he's
like
their only
5
like
or 4.
attacking player,
He's a
of threat.
baller. But yeah, Joe Linton, man, 2 goals in 37 Premier League appearances.
Yeah, it's not
£40
on.
million.
It's
You're
not.
taking a biscuit, mate. That's a piss take. No, that's not on. And what's 4 in 43 in all comps? He's
Mate, I keep thinking about the gum shield.
yeah, that was a joke.
It looks like he's putting a
3
fucking
goals,
retainer
4
as well.
assists.
Yeah, that's a
3
joke.
goals,
Danny
4
Tobias
assists.
was taking the mick with that. That weren't on.
Don't worry. Just make sure any of your centre mids have got their gum shield in tomorrow because we're looking to come for you.
I'm not scared.
Well,
I'm not scared of
You've
Xhaka,
got
innit?
team of the season Kante to play against, mate. So.
Yeah,
tell you
exactly.
what,
He'll be injured, isn't it? I hope he's playing. I hope he plays.
Solanke,
Yeah.
trash.
Solanke,
Trash.
yeah. Flop.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
so much
rubbish.
promise and very little. And Callum Wilson as well.
Had a bad season.
Yeah.
Solanke.
Jordan Ibe, he went for big money to Bournemouth and he's been no good.
Pants. Like, to be honest, you could put the whole Bournemouth team on there.
And
Except for
Glenn Murray.
Brooks. I like Brooks.
I like Ake, but again, Chelsea
Yeah,
bias.
Ake.
Yeah,
Ake's
that
decent,
young,
man.
is it Brooks? Am I going to be alright? The youngster.
Yeah, Brooks, Welsh
He
guy.
looks alright.
Is he the one who stopped playing because he wants to go to Spurs?
No, that was Fraser.
Fraser.
Oh, Ryan Fraser, he's had a mare of a season. He ain't had a
But
good
he
season
stopped
at all.
playing halfway through though.
And who's
Yeah,
the
I'll
other
check
one
him
they
out.
got from Liverpool who takes the free kicks?
Wilson.
Wilson, yeah, he's pants.
He's on loan as well, though. He's only on loan, I think.
Well,
he's
they
only
ain't
a
going to have him back at Liverpool, are they?
Train him up a bit, you never know.
I tell you what, he can score a naughty free kick though. I'll give him that. Yeah, as long as he ain't got to run with it, he's alright.
Another striker for me is Glenn Murray as well.
No, I'm not having that.
Nah, I'm not having Glenn Murray, man. Glenn Murray's there
No.
to do a job and he does it.
What job does he do? Number
a
9,
big
1
pain
goal
in the
this
arse.
season. 1 goal.
He's a
in-
big
It don't
pain
matter.
in the
It
arse.
don't matter. He comes off the bench. He holds the
He
ball
don't
up.
start no games, Ruff.
because he doesn't fit into Brighton's system anymore because he's rubbish now.
And he's about
Well, no,
45.
He's
Last
He's
season,
there.
old,
They signed a better striker.
Last
That's
season,
not
last season was a different question. I think this season he's been a flop for
yeah, but
Brighton.
that's when he
I
played
don't
under
know.
Houghton, and it's a whole new
under
system.
Houghton in that system, and they've signed Morpie from Brentford, who's come in and scored all their
No,
goals.
I'm not having it. Glenn Murray
Nah,
for
man.
me is a
Nah.
flop this season.
Nah,
Fuck that
no,
Morpie.
Murray.
That Morpie, he's a cheat. He's a cheat.
No, for me, Glenn Murray's a flop this season. He hasn't performed for Brighton. I
Still
don't
crying
think
over
he
that
has.
one.
I don't know, man. I don't know what you expect from Glenn Murray, to be honest with you. He's never going to be a 20-goal a season, man.
Whenever
No,
Glenn
but
Murray comes on,
he should be more than a 1.
nah, man. When Glenn
Yeah,
Murray
get
comes
one
on,
goal.
he does what
1
I
goal
think
in 23
Glenn Murray will
appearances this
do.
season.
He does what I expect him to do, innit? Whenever I see Brighton and I see
Just
Glenn
rub
Murray on
up
the
the
pitch,
defenders.
Mate, he's
Yeah.
a slow hold the ball up centre forward. He's
sometimes
past
you
it.
need that.
No, he's past it.
He's a bit Ronson.
Yeah, he's
He
no
just
good.
does what he just does what he says on the tin.
Then what are you going to
Yeah,
do?
you're not gonna.
He does it.
You're not going to see any magic from him, are you?
Nah.
I will have to
I
agree
don't
to
think I'd have
disagree
to
on
put-
this one.
Yeah, I don't think I could put Glenn Murray in there. I think that's a bit unfair.
There's a whole team here of like underachievers, but it's basically the Everton team. And the one I'm going to pick out is Pickford.
Yeah, actually,
Dead.
Pickford,
Dead.
but I don't
Dead.
think he
Oh,
can.
man.
I don't think you can
Pickford
put
has-
him in above Kepa though. To be honest, if we're
Not
talking
above
about
two keepers in there,
You
man.
can
They're
have-
both flopped.
Yeah, you can have. Yeah,
We
no.
could have, we've
Pickford
had like
can-
7 strikers, so we could
Yeah,
have 2
very true,
keepers.
true.
I don't know how you can have a 4'7" goalie. It don't make no sense to me.
The thing is, he was
He's just a little
decent.
midget.
He was decent, and then he just—I don't know what happened to him. Like you say,
But when
he
was
just
he
lost his
decent? Like
mojo.
when they had Lukaku. Like how long ago was that? I ain't seen nothing out of him.
When he
that makes
saved those
him
pens
number
against
one for
Colombia,
me.
innit? That's when I
Yeah, he
realised
was decent for England.
Yeah.
World Cup the other year, he was all right. Even he was better than he is now, anyway.
Yeah, no, he's definitely on there for me. He's pants.
Yeah. I still think there's potential there. I don't think he's like a shit player. It's just every time I watch
I
him,
think
he's at fault.
he's shit. I think he's
No,
shit.
for me, if you're talking Everton players, like I said earlier, it has to be Alex Iwobi. He is trash.
Iwobi.
Well,
A
yeah,
few
he's
of
got
theirs, though. That Bernard, who they thought was like their version of Messi, he's been pants.
Yeah, he's pants.
Another little. They just got. And you
got
know
a whole
what?
team.
Another one who I thought would be good for them, who's not really done a lot. I don't know if he was injured. To be honest with you, I have absolutely no interest in watching Everton play. It's like I'd rather watch paint dry. But that Gomez, I thought he'd be a good player for them, and he's not seen anything from him. Signed him from Barca.
I think Everton collectively had a bad season, all of them. I don't think the only player that I
Bang
watched and I
average.
thought he was decent was they've got a guy who plays left back instead of Baines now.
Oh, Dinya.
Yeah,
Dinya.
who actually looks.
Luca
He's had
Dinya.
a-
And I'm not going to lie, I think.
Holgate, I've got time for.
I think Calvert-Lewin did pretty well for them.
Yeah, Calvert-Lewin had an
Yeah,
alright
he
season.
did. He did
And-
actually.
Calvert-Lewin's alright. I'll be interested to see if he could be like your main striker in it. You've got to give him a season.
That
But I like Holgate.
That Digne, however you say his name, he's been on decent for the last couple of seasons as well. He's been
He
decent.
takes their free kicks as well, doesn't
Yeah, and the corners.
Yeah, I think he's a decent little player.
he? He's alright. Yeah, I don't mind him.
So
Who's
I've
their
got
back
an odd
line?
one. Their back line.
Baines is
Holgate.
retiring.
It's Holgate, Baines, Coleman,
Oh, Seamus Coleman. Yeah, he's not
Michael.
nothing
No,
season.
it's
I like
Michael
him,
Keane
though.
and Mina.
Oh, Michael Keane. Yeah.
Mina, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just bang over his boring team.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they got King Carlo now, so you got to think they might push on a bit.
Zaha.
Oh, I love Zaha, mate.
I rate him.
I
him.
really
think his
rate
quality.
Zaha.
I think I really want him to get a move this summer, but I'm not going to be. If you're going to be the talisman for a team, you need to turn up. I don't feel.
I think if he gets
He's
a
got a
move,
screamer.
Man United are in for like 15 to 20 mil worth of that move if he moves, I think.
It's hard.
What about if he
Zaha,
moves back to United?
Well, he won't go back to United, would
Pay
he?
yourself.
He'd probably be
Pay
more likely
yourself,
to go
yeah.
to Arsenal.
Nah, not that we bought Pepe. It was either him or
Yeah.
Pepe, weren't it?
No, he won't go to Arsenal neither, but I heard Man United
Chelsea?
are entitled to like 17 million of that.
Not.
What,
We've
Chelsea?
signed too many players in that position, innit?
You're getting rid of William and Pedro, though. You don't need a.
William signing a new contract, mate.
Williams
Get
signed a new
in.
contract.
Oh,
Get
really?
in. Don't blame him. Frank knows what he's doing, mate.
Another season of just Joe's messages every time William does anything of value.
I don't know why I
William's
didn't.
a baller,
I don't
man.
know how I missed him for my player of the season team, to be honest.
Williams a baller. He's one of those ones. His stats ain't great, but what he contributes is he's like a Firmino, really. What he contributes is
He does,
Not
man,
like-
and I think
I can't
Yeah, he
criticise
does.
because he had a great season near the
Exactly.
end. But like,
Have
nah,
you
when
seen-
you watch, mate, if you watch William throughout a season,
you know
it's
what he
fucking
yeah.
frustrating. Like,
But he tries
he's
to make things happen.
Marmite.
He tries
He's
to make things
Marmite in
happen,
Chelsea. Not always. Sometimes he throws his toys out the pram. If he's playing against like a fucking Burnley and things aren't going his way, he ain't gonna try.
But you want like him to be like 100% passing accuracy. He's the right winger. You've got to take chances. You've got to try and make something move. You know
It's
what I mean?
not
That's what I
like
think he
pass,
does.
actually.
I think.
Sometimes it's
And
tracking
dead
back. It's
ball.
everything like that.
Yeah.
I was just
Anyway,
about to
Be
say,
spoiled,
I feel
innit?
like
Like-
I feel like my point has been proven in post lockdown anyway. So I ain't going to say that more.
I was
Has
just
it
about
really?
to say I'd take him at United, but I don't.
He's
actually
great.
Think I would.
He's great when the person opposite him is better than him.
Well, look at the teams linked with him again. Barcelona, someone else.
Yeah, but Barcelona are linked with anyone they can shove on the bench for a bit. Is he really going to start for Barca?
Who's the geezer
No.
they signed? The striker when they had the extension for.
Martin Braithwaite.
yeah, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
That's a dodgy signing anyway.
Gives everyone hope that one, doesn't it?
But that wasn't even a window, innit? They got that through an injury thing.
Yeah,
His
'cause
team
someone
got
was injured.
relegated.
Yeah.
Ah,
It was their starting striker, wasn't he?
saying out there now, I really hate Barca. They're just such a dodgy club. They just get a free pass of everything.
So has anyone got any
The,
other?
the Man
flops?
U of La Liga.
Yeah. I've got one more.
Who is it?
In Doozy. This
Nah.
is meant to be his season.
I don't know.
This is meant to be
Nah,
his season.
nah,
He comes
nah,
into
nah,
Arsenal.
nah,
It's
nah.
his
He was going
attitude.
to
I'm not
cement
having
his
that.
place. Exactly, but your attitude is the
Who?
reason
Who are you
you're
talking
flop.
about?
Guendouzi.
Guendouzi.
Guendouzi, sorry.
It's
Yeah,
his
yeah,
attitude,
yeah.
isn't it? His
There's
attitude.
talk of him
not
going
having
to talk of him
He's
going
leaving.
to Barca.
Barcelona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably will.
Who are you
but like,
getting in return? There was talk of him being a part exchange for someone.
Don't know, but I'm not having Guendouzi. It's
No,
a
I
flop
like
of the
it.
season.
It's his attitude that lets him down.
It's-
He's
I
think
young
there's
as
been-
well,
it's
man.
the hype behind
No, I
it.
think-
It's like this is meant to
I
be a
rate him,
season.
man. I like him.
Yeah,
He
but
was
this is
good.
meant to be a season to solidify his spot at Arsenal. Like, I'm going to be the guy. And his attitude has cost him that, innit?
Yeah, his attitude needs to change, but he's 19 years old, man. You got to give the kid a break.
Yeah, but that's when your attitude should be at its best.
A
Though.
lot of composure for a 19-year-old man. And you
I
know
know,
why?
it's hard. You hold him to a different standard than we have
player?
ourselves at 19.
Do you know why I know he's a good player? Because if you watch Arsenal play when he's playing, all of them pass the ball to him. All of them are fully confident in his ability on the ball to turn ping. I think he'll be a good player. Definitely.
I've not put him as a flop for his ability. I put him as a flop for his attitude because I thought this was going to be a season where he was going to fully come through.
While we're on Arsenal midfielders with a bad attitude who should be flops of the season, there's one that probably don't even come into calculations because I don't know if he's played enough games.
Who?
But Ozil.
Mesut Ozil.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man.
I don't think you can even count him because he ain't played anything, but he's just stealing a living, that guy.
Does anyone actually know what's going on? Like, he doesn't even make the
sitting
bench,
under
does he?
umbrellas and eating chicken nuggets, I swear.
It seems like he's just doing a bail, isn't it? Like,
I'll never get over that.
He knows he's not going to play. He's just going to just jam there, get his wage, and leave if he has to. I can't...
How long is his contract going for? How long is his contract?
Another year still?
Another year.
Another year.
Thing is, no one ain't going to come and match his wages, are they?
Either Arsenal got to sell him for basically free,
innit?
Or
he's not there this season, like Tom's lighting situation, bro. I swear down. I'm kind of
no, you know what?
No light bulbs.
I had all the obviously I ain't turned the light on. I had the windows.
That ain't the room I did the lights in, is it?
So should we try and agree on a number one flop of the season? For me, it has to be Joe Linton.
I agree, Joe Linton.
I can't put Joe Linton there because he plays for Newcastle, isn't it? Like, it's a hard team.
40 million quid, man.
Yeah, I feel like for me, I don't know about Joe Linton. Maybe.
It feels just like it's hard to come to the Prem in the first place. Which is like the excuse we give it. It's the excuse we give to other people. I'd rather Kepa above Joe Linton. I'm a Chelsea fan. Like, I feel like he's flopped more this season as a striker coming to the Prem in a very defensive team, in a team that everyone thought was going to be relegated anyway.
Well, look, what did you say, Joe? Joe Linton as well?
No, Kepa for me.
Oh, you went Kepa as well? Oh, interesting.
I'll go Kepa above Joe Linton. I'll put Pepe first. But again,
just because I don't really care about Newcastle, I'm not going to lie to you. I couldn't care less if they spend money well or spend it thin because they're just a nothing team. But I feel like Kepa was signed to make an impact and just did nothing.
Hold on, I'm going to turn the light on. What's it?
Yeah, turn your light on.
He was signed as a replacement for Courtois, who was above average for Chelsea.
Yeah.
And then that's obviously a replacement for Cech, who was amazing. Like,
I think we'll just
Premier League legends quality.
I mean, I would accept Kepa. Do you know what? I'll go with the majority. Joe Linton for me is up there, but I'll go with Kepa because of his price, because of his attitude. Because I'll go with the numbers. But Joe Linton is definitely a close second, that's for sure.
And Pepe third, I think.
And Pepe.
I'm putting Pepe second. I just can't
You're
criticize.
putting Pepe above Joe Linton.
Yeah,
no, I can't
100%.
I can't have that. As much as I
Pepe
don't
came
rate
in
Pepe.
with like the big costs, the attacking team, and he's just not done enough. And he's got shit.
Yeah, he's got more around him to.
He's got more around him to pep up them squad, like them stats. If you've got that Arsenal front line, and you're playing against like Aston Villa or West Ham, you know them bottom feeder teams.
Aston Villa beat us, mate.
Yeah, we beat you dickhead. So.
I hope Pepe scores tomorrow. A little double.
He probably will.
Be so
that would
funny.
shut you right up, wouldn't it?
That would be a laugh, wouldn't it?
I ain't gonna lie. Do you know that's why I went Marcus Trash for today because I was going to go for Abu as a stat padder, but don't want to curse Fate too much.
I wonder if that'll
We'll have
make
to
Marcus
get
eat his words.
We'll have to get an Inside the White Lines team photo as well tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Seeing as
Should we
goes to the country.
Straight predictions?
Should we go before we wrap it up? I think
Kepa's the flop of the season.
I think before we go, it's only right we wrap it up with FA Cup final predictions. It's got to be in it, really.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm calling penalties.
Penalties.
Yeah.
What?
And who to win though?
Score draw.
Score draw. God, what's the
Chelsea
score going to be?
penalties. 1-1 Chelsea penalties.
1-1 Chelsea penalties. Marcus, Chelsea fan.
yeah.
What do you reckon?
3-1 Chelsea.
3-1. What in 90? Yeah.
Who's going to score the first goal?
We will. Pulisic.
Pulisic.
Ballon d'Or winner, innit? Nah, Giroud. Actually, no. Giroud first. Giroud first goal scorer.
Giroud first
3-1.
goal scorer. Chelsea 3-1.
3-1.
You reckon he'll start Giroud over Tammy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think Giroud's our best striker. We're so much better with Giroud. It's not.
If he starts Tammy over Giroud tomorrow, he's all of this. Frank Lampard's had a great season.
He's still had a great season. Let's not.
No, I'm saying if he starts Tammy above Giroud tomorrow, then I'm not having it.
I'm still continuing to concede. I'd criticise that decision.
Yeah, he has had a good season. I'm just saying that will.
It'd be a strange pick. It's got to be Giroud.
It has to be Giroud,
especially against Arsenal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fresh leg Giroud at 65, 70 could also do damage. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, Tammy's got more of an effect at that point, I think.
I'd go. Oh, if I could have it my way, no one would win it. It would just be
just get voided at half time.
That's it. It would just not go ahead. Or I'm going to say Chelsea, I reckon, because they done us in the semis. I just think Chelsea are going to do you. I just think Chelsea are going to win it, actually. And I'm going to say 3-1 Chelsea as well. I'm going to say 3-1 Chelsea, and I'm going to go Pulisic to score first. Pulisic to get 2, I reckon.
Yeah. I think the pressure's on Arsenal. That's why I think it's going to be a Chelsea win.
I feel like Arsenal have had a good little spell.
I think it's going to be a proper cagey affair.
I feel like Arsenal have had really cagey. Arsenal have had a good little run, and I feel like they're due one of their regular hiccups. Do you know what I mean? But then the FA Cup final, the FA Cup is Arsenal perform in the FA Cup. I can't lie. I can't sit here and lie. They do perform in the FA Cup. But I will say, I think Chelsea are a stronger team. They've had a better season. I think Chelsea 3-1.
I don't think you can consider Chelsea's season a flop if they don't win the FA Cup, whereas you can consider Arsenal's season a flop if they don't win the FA Cup. So I think that's what's going to add the pressure on to Arsenal and their players.
Do you know what? So I don't have the exact same prediction as Mark. I'll say Chelsea 3-2.
We've got a shit defence there. It makes sense. We'll concede.
What are you saying, Tom? 8-0?
No, I think it'll be the same as the last final when we played Chelsea in the FA Cup. I think we'll beat them 2-1. I think.
Did he not go for the Europa League final, the Baku score?
I said for the last FA Cup final we played. When arguably Chelsea was a much better team then as well. You had a much better team that year than you do this year, and we still beat you. So I think this season will be a walk in the park. We'll go 1-up. Chelsea will bring it back, and then I think Pepe will score a winning.
That would be controversial.
Will score a winning goal.
That would be amazing. Seems we're all in the pub together as well.
I would pay to see Mark's face if I see Pepe. I swear that's his celebration, isn't it?
No, I don't know about Pepe scoring, but I think we will beat them. I think we'll beat you 2-1. I don't think Chelsea's defence is very good, and I think Arteta will get into them, and I think they normally perform
scores the winner
on the bigger occasion.
If Pepe scored the winner, that would be a talking point.
Yeah, I'll have my name as Pepe.
To be fair, Pepe pays the
Would he still be flop of the season if he scores the winner in the FA Cup final?
No,
it would definitely help him out.
I'll retract it.
I am
that might be episode.
All right. Well, unless anyone's got anything to add, I reckon we should wrap this one up. Yeah. And we will. Has anyone got anything else to add?
Pepe's trash. Like and subscribe.
Pepe's trash. Yeah, like and subscribe. Yeah, so I reckon we'll wrap this one up, and we will probably be back after the FA Cup final with a little
Saturday night, Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday morning probably. Sunday, and we'll be back with a talk of the what happened in the FA Cup final. We'll go over it and give our opinions on that. So, big up for listening, and we'll catch you guys soon.